Welcome back to the shop. Brian, Leaks Rods and Customs. I think you might be able to see that. But back on the 63. So we're a little further now. You can see, sorry, I got a mess underneath there, radiator, the heater core. So now the body is actually sitting about where it's gonna stay. I'm gonna have to roll the rear fenders. They are touching the wheels. Back end is cut out. So I might have cut out a little bit more than I needed to, but that's okay. This gives me room to put the fuel tank up. So I am gonna reuse the original fuel tank on it from the Crown Vic. The filler neck, it would stick out right here if I wanted to. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take and bend one around and I'm gonna put it in the back of the tub here. So that's where I'll put the fuel filler on this. Right now the front clip, I took out the inner fenders and there's no spacers here, so she's hanging down, but it's actually about where I want it. I had to cut the frame back pretty far. The radiator support is pretty much right underneath the grill. So I notched the frame out. I'll end up moving that back, but there's gonna be plenty of room. There might not be enough room for the factory fan, but there will be plenty of room in there for the radiator. So I might have to get some different fans. That's not a big deal. Plenty of room behind the engine. Shouldn't have much of a problem running all the wiring here. Plenty of room for the booster, no issue there. Might have to move it over, but I did have to notch out the step. On the bottom. So I took and I notched this out, which is okay because I mean I got some rust there to fix anyway. But I'm gonna take and step this up and over. The front body mounts are gonna end up getting used. They do make patch panels for the front of the floor, so I'm gonna go ahead and get those. Then I'll make the new body mounts up in front. Then where I cut out here, I actually cut out 4 of the body mounts. So I'm gonna end up having to make some new body mounts back here somehow, some way, shape, form. The back of the box is actually sitting on a frame underneath, which could actually work out pretty good. Maybe I'll just bolt through that and stiffen everything up here. See how that works. So I did grab sections of the firewall out of the Crown Vic. That if I can make that work in here, that'd be great, because there's sections for the wiring to go through, the master cylinder, the steering column, if I end up using the steering column out of the Crown Vic, which I'm actually might now, along with the foot pedal for the throttle. So if I can go ahead and get all that stuff wired up and hooked up, welded in place, that's gonna be great. Make this a lot simpler, a lot cheaper. I plan on using all of the factory wiring from the Crown Vic. It's gonna have to be adjusted, but it is what it is. So that's where we're at right now. I'm gonna keep working on this. Try to anyway. I'm short on steel right now. So in order to make all the body mounts, the brackets, I'm short on the steel I need for it. So I might just end up sitting and waiting for a little while until I can get the steel. I do have a sheet of 1/8 inch over there that I can make the front body mounts with. When I get to that, hopefully I'll be able to use that. That's actually my dad's. So, but he's never gonna use that steel. So if I can use that, that'd be great. So yeah. It's coming along just fine. If I wanted to use all the pollution control stuff from the Crown Vic, I saved that off of it too. That the The evap box is sitting in the back. The charcoal canister, I can mount that underneath the box. The cats are still on it. Everything is fully equipped. Everything's going to be here. I'm cutting out the AC unit, so I'll go ahead and put a bypass pulley in there. You can buy them for, I think they're $50, so they aren't too bad. Battery will stay up there. I'm probably gonna have to move the coolant reservoir box probably over here. Fuse block, that's all gonna have to go on top of the inner fender wells, along with most of the wiring. So once I figure out where everything's gonna be, then I'll get the inner fender wells cut and get them in place. Start mounting the radiator where I want that, and put all the wiring so it can kind of look factory. It's not going to be perfect. Not all the wires are going to be hidden. It is good. It is what it is. So I'm not worried about it. It's a driver. That's my main thing. I want to try and make it work as a driver. I'm going to try and use the factory gauges even. So I got one of the Crown Vic seats in here right now. Sorry, I gotta adjust the door or the fender here so it can clear through the door. So I got the one Crown Vic seat in here right now. There's the factory gauge cluster. I do have the bezel for it. One of my buddies went and cleaned it up for me, repainted it. Got to clean everything up in here. I don't know where all the wiring is going to end up going, but I'm going to do the best I can to hide it in here and see how that works. But yeah, so the plan is just use the Crown Vic seats in here, and kind of a tight fit, but should work. Gas tank still has to come out of here. So once that's out, should be a fun little ride. As if I can use this Crown Vic steering column, then I got the shifter cable, everything's ready, blinkers, the whole 9 yards, it's all there. Yeah, it won't quite look period correct in here, but you know what? If it functions, if it works, connects the steering wheel to the steering gearbox, the rack and pinion, it's fine. It's not the end of the world. It's a driver. It's fun for right now. Maybe later when I go ahead and fix all the bodywork and repaint the whole thing, then yeah, I might go ahead and switch stuff. Time will tell. Right now, we're just worrying about getting it up and running, driving, and have some fun with it. So if you got any questions, shoot a message in the comments. If you like the build and want to continue watching, see what's going on, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you like what you see, hit the like button. You got any questions, again, let me know. Until next time, I'm going to keep building. If you guys want to actually see me building stuff instead of just updates, let me know. Leave it in the comments. Until next time, have a good one.